Daddy.
Hi, welcome to FarFar Shop.
Yeah. So the other day I was doing a little bit of work out in the pasture. I was using my battery-powered chainsaw to cut down some trees and such.
Boy, were you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did a great job.
Well, thanks. But as I got towards the end of my project, the chain jumped off of my chainsaw bar. And so then I had a light bulb moment of, aha, maybe you wouldn't mind showing the good folks how to go ahead and put a chain back on your chainsaw bar so that you can continue using it.
Sure, be happy to.
Okay.
Here's our chainsaw.
Yep.
Here's the bar. And obviously the chain. We took this apart already because it was all wadded up in there. We took the guard off with the two nuts holding it. And here's the chain.
Okay.
And it's important to put it on with the rotation going the right direction. Can you see that chisel point?
Yes.
That's the lead edge or cutting edge of your chainsaw tooth. Each one's like that. They're opposite. See, chisel, chisel. So those lead cutting edges need to be going towards your saw.
Okay.
And on the bottom edge.
Okay.
Or the bottom side of your bar. So we'll take our chain with that lead edge like that and put it on the bar. First of all, let's talk about the bar. We've got a groove here that chain needs to be in, and it's guided by these teeth on the other side of your chain.
Okay.
And those engage also with the sprocket on the end of the bar. So those need to be seated in there properly. So I generally just drop it onto the end like that, making sure that the chisel is heading the right direction, which this will be the bottom side. And there's our cutting lead edge of our cutting teeth. So get that in there. Hold that in position. And we'll put that on the saw. Well, first of all, let's look at this. We have this slot and two holes. What that allows us to do is that slot allows this to move in and out with the chain adjustment, whether it's to tighten or loosen, depending on what chain you're putting on here. So then there's a pin that goes in this hole, which is here, which you turn this screw, right tightens it, left loosens it, meaning right will tighten the bar, left will loosen it. But you also have one on each side, so what that does is you can flip your bar. And I like to do that every time I change a chain. That creates more even wear on your bar. So every other time you change a chain, flip your bar over for wear purposes. It wears more evenly.
Gotcha.
Okay, so we'll drop our bar on here, get that chain on the gear, pull that forward, make sure that's down there. Okay, we have our pin through that hole.
Okay.
And everything's lined up and seated. Hold that kind of steady. Let's make sure we're right here. Okay. And then take the side guard, put it on to hold it, and then put the nuts on finger tight. Okay, that holds that all in place. Every good saw comes with a tool to adjust it. This came with this saw. That's the wrench to tighten these and the screwdriver to adjust the tension here. Again, right tightens, left loosens. And if you forget, you have that on this saw actually, which is kind of nice. Well, when you turn that over, that's almost too tight. I had moved that adjuster.
Okay.
And I'll show, if I loosen this, see how that slackens it?
Yeah. Makes the chain drop down a bit.
What happened to you is as you used it, it got slack and then jumped out of that groove and through the chain. So when I tighten it, I like to pull up on the bar, because when you cut, you're cutting down. So I like to have that up so the tension is correct.
Okay.
Okay, so now I'm going to snug that up, and you can see as we turn it, I'm going to get some of that slack out of there. There we go. That's back in there. So I'll pull up on it. That's a little bit too loose, just a hair. So I'm going to tighten that just a little bit. I'm pulling up on this. And just a hair more. You don't want to be too tight, because then it creates friction or drag. If you're too loose, it jumps out. So just so it stays in there and has a little slack in it. And then snug it up. And I alternate them. There we go. There you have it. So it's in. I think another important thing to keep in mind, though, when anytime you're working with your chain, make sure your bar oil reservoir is full.
Okay.
It's crucial to how the tool operates and wears, because it generates a lot of friction, and you need lubrication to keep everything moving and operating properly. This is a very dangerous tool, and you don't want to bind it up and run it dry on lubrication. It can be dangerous. It can also ruin the saw. So make sure that's full whenever you're working on the bar and the chain. Make sure you have lubrication in it. I have a jug of bar and chain lubricant here, and that's actually what's in this saw. This is what I use on this, which is my gas-powered 2-stroke chainsaw.
Okay.
And it's important that you use chainsaw oil, because it has this viscosity, and I'll demonstrate here. It's almost like honey, and it's real sticky and stringy.
There we go.
That keeps the lubricant on the chain.
Okay.
And lubricates everything properly. Don't use motor oil. Motor oil lubricates, but it won't adhere to the saw, and it's turning a very fast rotation. It'll just throw it. It'll throw this too to some degree, but it'll lubricate the saw properly. So it's really important to use the correct bar and chain lubricant.
Gotcha.
So that's pretty much a simple how-to on how to put your chain on.
Kind of simple maintenance on a chainsaw.
That's right. And again, those chiseled teeth on the bottom of our bar are heading towards the saw, because when you're cutting down like that, and it's rotating and cutting into your log.
Gotcha.
So
there we are.
And when you're not using it,
keep it covered.
Put your guard on, because it's sharp.
It is indeed.
That's a nice tool.
Yeah, I've been really pleased with it.
And I'd say one more thing is it's a really good idea to have a backup chain. When that one gets dull and it starts to pull, you'll feel it's not cutting properly. Just stop. Take the chain off, put a new one on. Flip your bar while you're doing that, and just keep your tool sharp. So.
Okay.
All
well,
right.
Thank you. Thanks for doing that for me, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome. Now you get back to work.
I know. I guess I could.
Well, thanks for watching.
Yeah.